What's up, guys? We are going to talk about line locks today, which is this guy right here. What a line lock does is it allows you to lock the front brakes on your truck or vehicle so you can do burnout on the rear. So this is my srt10, so you gotta do burnouts with it. So pretty much what you need to do is you gotta figure out, so this is your master cylinder. You gotta figure out which one. One of these lines is gonna be rear brakes and one of the lines is gonna be a front brake. On mine, the rear one's the front brakes. I think on pretty much every master cylinder, the rear one's the front brakes. So pretty much what you're gonna do is build a brake line from here to the inlet port of your line lock, and then you're gonna run from the bottom, the out port of your line lock, to, mine has ABS module. It could be a Y block if yours is that old, proportioning valve, but so pretty much what that's gonna do is when you step on the brake pedal and then you click your line lock button and hold it, or you flip your switch or however you want it wired up, when you let go of the brake, it's gonna hold the front brakes, allowing you to do a burnout, or if you're drag racing, it'll hold you in place until you let go of that button. So yeah, I got mine mounted right here, so we're gonna see how that goes. All right, take this brake line off and I'll show you guys later. It's not 13, 12, 10, 12. I have a container under here, so brake fluid comes out, and it's going to. Like that. You gotta take off. Mine goes ABS module on. Goes new car stuff. But usually. Flaring! You got two types of flare. Bubbles. I don't know if you can see this. Bubble and double. Bubble and double. Metric bubble flares and a standard double flare. Yeah, best way to know is the fitting side. This is a fitting for a bubble flare. You can see how there's that space there. And then this is a fitting for a double flare. No space. This is standard. This is metric. And of course the line lock is standard on the line lock side and metric on the Dodge side of it. Yeah, so flare this, turn this into something way better. We'll be right back. Of course, and then you're going to take it on a file. File it till it's somewhat flat, and then you're going to take your fancy cutting tool, which mine has a reamer on the end of it, and you are going to ream the end of the line so it doesn't have any lip in there. And the first flare we're going to do is bubble, because I'm terrible at it. And I could screw up because I can cut it off if I screw up, but if I screw up after I bend the line and everything, then I got to restart, and I don't want to restart. So we're start with a bubble, metric bubble. So on a bubble, which we're going to do first, you get your fancy tool. And then you're going to clamp it in whatever size line you have, which is a 4. It's actually a 3/16, but 4.75 close enough millimeter standard. And then you're gonna take your fitting. You only have to do it once, so you're gonna take your main fitting, which is a 4.75, which is in this, which looks like this. Which on my tool screws into it. Kind of cool. So we're gonna take that. Pretty much, this goes on here. Get it in the line, and then mine I'm gonna have to loosen up. Loosen her up. Twist on there. Start tightening down. If you do spray this with a little penetrating oil, it does help. I don't think I have any, so we're just gonna do it without it. So just tighten it around. Slow, consecutive turns. Make sure she don't get crooked. Pull this out, take it yonder, and it turned out terrible. There we go. That's how you do a terrible bubble flare. Alright, let me try again. Bubble, that's better. Second try. Other thing too is you gotta put the fitting on before you flare it. This is straight piece, so I was able to put it on after I flared it. So now I'm gonna go put it in the truck, figure out my bends, and then we'll be back to do a double. Cutting it, yeah, cutting tool. Pretty much, you ever cut copper pipe, same shit. Tighten her down, spin, spin, tighten some more, spin, spin, tighten some more, spin, spin, tighten some more, spin, spin. But yeah, pretty simple. Get it off, same thing. You want to file it. Bending this stuff, just bend it by hand, 2 fingers. Don't go too crazy so you don't kink it. You want a nice smooth bend. You don't want, if it starts to kink, you gotta restart because you can't have the kink. Nice and smooth. Alright, so we are doing the double flare. So the standard flare or the double flare, which will be a 2-parter. Pull that out. Alright, that's good. So then we take whatever size it is, in this case, 3/16. Put her up in here. This one you're going to want to hang out a little bit. That's how much I do about the double. Double you want it flush. Bubble you want her bopping out a little bit. Tighten her down. Oh yeah, put the fitting on, duh. Even said that before, because I got these complicated bends and I already got fitting on the other end. So you gotta put the fitting on first. Push that back there. Get her on, back onto here. Too well. Have her pop out a tiny bit. I don't know if you can tell, just a tiny bit. Alright, so double flare. You're gonna take whatever size it is, 3/16. This is the tool. You take this first, drop her in there like such. And then take your tool, loosen her up so you can fit it on that twisty twist. Twisty twist. Alright, so then get it nice and somewhat straight. I did. And then give her a couple turns. This one you don't want to bottom out. You just kind of want to get started with it like that. Back her off. The cheaper kits I found, like you go buy O'Reilly's, the flaring kits, the little nip on those brakes, and no fun because then you can't flare it. So get that so it should look like something like that. And then you take just the tool itself, pointy part, get it in there, get it nice and aligned, tighten up. Make sure it's nice and aligned and give her a couple cranks. This one you don't really bottom out, you kind of just watch it. Back off, check progress. Perfect. That's how it looks. There you go, that's the double flare. Push her up there, cover all the edges. It's not cracked, that's the one thing, sometimes these crack. But yeah, so double, bubble, double, bubble, double. Or bubble has the space in it, and it looks like a bubble. Double is more of a cone, and then no space, standard, metric. Cool. That's how you flare it. Any questions, comment down below. But yeah, there you go.